Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news now. This is regarding now Phillip Coutinho from Liverpool Football Club. Reportedly now it's in the media because we know he's been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona in the current January transfer window, and it's also suggested out, and it did report out the other day in the press, that Barcelona are reportedly willing to make a fresh bid and are willing to put £106 million bid in for the player in January, because obviously it's Barcelona's main priority target is Phillip Coutinho, and it also reports were stemming from Spain that Phillip Coutinho has already agreed personal terms to join Barcelona in the January transfer window as well, as we all know, because Barcelona had 3 bids turned down for Coutinho in the August window as well. But reportedly now it's insisted that in the press that Coutinho has played down the rumours a little bit, linking him with Barcelona, because he's reportedly now come out and suggested, even though it was clear he wanted to make the move in the August window, because he did put out that transfer requested Phillip Coutinho, and it has suggested that he's happy. He's very happy with life is Coutinho, and it's insisted now he has no desire to leave Liverpool, and it's also suggested that in the press that Coutinho says he's very happy at Anfield is Phillip Coutinho. So he has played down the rumours a little bit after reportedly saying, you know, he did want to make the move to Barcelona, did Phillip Coutinho, because obviously he'll elevate to a higher level, you know, player monster, better players will Phillip Coutinho. And as we all know, there's, you know, reportedly Paris Saint-Germain have been interested in Phillip Coutinho as well, but obviously Paris Saint-Germain have got a couple of players on their radar, and, you know, considering the amount of money they spent in the August window, they invested a lot of money, you know, they may not be able to get the pursuit of Coutinho because he'll cost a lot of money, you know, due to financial fair play regulations. But Coutinho did make it clear, basically, that he does want to make the move to Barcelona. But basically, Neymar, currently Coutinho's teammate for Brazil, would want to see him at Paris Saint-Germain because obviously they have a fantastic friendship, both players. But insistingly now, reportedly, you know, he's saying he's happy at Liverpool, he's Phillip Coutinho. We know he hasn't been his best this season, Phillip Coutinho, you know, due to injury at the first part of the season. You know, he missed the first 4 to 5 games. He's currently injured now, if I am correct. He's set to recover to full fitness for the Brazil and England game on Tuesday as well. Luis Suarez would like to see Phillip Coutinho at Barcelona as well in the current process. He did confirm the other day in the press that Coutinho had been house hunting in Spain as well, but he's come out and said he has no desire now all of a sudden to leave, and he insists he is happy with Liverpool Football Club. But he hasn't been his best this season, because since he's been at Liverpool, he's become one of the most... Chips and fish fingers! He has become one of the most creative, agile midfielders as Phillip Coutinho. This is his 5th season in the process, because Liverpool purchased him for minimum land for £8.5 million. And he's had experience of playing in Spain before as Phillip Coutinho, as we all know, in the current process. We know he's still under contract with Liverpool until 2022 as well as the player. But the reason Barcelona didn't get a deal over the line in the August window due to that Liverpool owners, the Liverpool board were not willing to accept any bids whatsoever from Barcelona. As I said, in Barcelona eyeing him out as a long-term replacement for Iniesta as well in the current process. But as I said, he's made over century appearances now for Liverpool Football Club as Phillip Coutinho in the current process. But he's saying now he's happy and he has no desire to leave Liverpool Football Club, as you all know, because he's played attacking mid. You know, he can play on each flank as well. And under Jurgen Klopp, he's not going to win silverware. He's Phillip Coutinho, as we all know. But obviously, it's Barcelona's main priority target. It has confirmed there has been negotiations going on between Barcelona and Liverpool and all that. And Coutinho's representatives basically made it clear that Liverpool to Barcelona and Liverpool basically value Coutinho at £130 million. But Barcelona, it did say, are preparing to put £106 million for him in January as well. But it's Barcelona's main priority target, so they are going to return for him in January. But Barcelona have got a few alternatives as well if they don't get their main priority target, which is Phillip Coutinho. As we all know in the current process, Barcelona, a big massive club, as we all know, big massive fan base, fantastic history, and Coutinho would probably want to go play there. As I said, Liverpool got a good history, but they're just a team now that are basically not good enough. You know, they still need someone defensively, they need someone, I think they still need a finisher. But Barcelona, you know, got Deulofeu in August, they got Ousmane Dembele as well, who got injured before as well. They got a few players in, but they did miss out on quite a few targets, Barcelona, so they were disappointed. So hopefully, from Barcelona's perspective, you know, they can go on and do business with Liverpool in January, and then Liverpool, you know, can generate that money and buy some players with that money they've generated for the Coutinho departure. But he's insisting now. Coutinho's saying that he's currently happy with Liverpool Football Club. He's happy at Anfield and he's happy with life. But we do know, we've seen in the reports that he's wanted to make the move to Barcelona as Phillip Coutinho in the current process. But yeah, but I think if Liverpool can sell him in January, Liverpool can, generate that money and then maybe revive the interest in Virgil van Dijk, as I said, because Virgil van Dijk's got a 6-year deal with Southampton, as I said. He made his international debut in 2015, Virgil van Dijk. Southampton paid, £30 million for him from Celtic, but Liverpool didn't get a deal over line. Liverpool were prepared to pay £70 million for him, but obviously Southampton were reluctant, whereas this to offload the player. And I still think, quite a few teams were interested with Celtic. He won PFA, Scottish Premiership, Scottish Cup as well. Very, very good defender. So I think Liverpool still may revive the interest in him, because defensively, that is one key area where Jurgen Klopp needs to reinvest as well. And, Liverpool, could still, they're still in the eye, for a possible replacement for Phillip Coutinho as well in the current process. They may even revive the interest in Thomas Lemar, as we all know that's been Arsenal's target as well. But we will see what happens. But so that's basically big breaking news now about Phillip Coutinho. He's insisting now he's happy, so he's played down the speculation and rumours linking him with a move to Barcelona. But as I said, we'll see what happens. But also in the press now, are reporting a bit more rumours is about Gareth Bale, who I haven't mentioned in quite a while, guys. I'm mentioning Gareth Bale to you now. Reportedly, Real Madrid, a big, massive club. They've had a lacklustre start to, the campaign in the La Liga this season. The current 12 times Champions League winners. Reportedly now they want to basically, as I said, they want to sell Gareth Bale to Real Madrid, and it did confirm Florentino Perez was looking to generate the money basically that they paid for him from Tottenham back in 2013, which was £85 million. But reportedly they want to sell Bale to Manchester United next summer, and they're eyeing out Eden Hazard as a potential replacement for Gareth Bale as well. Real Madrid, they've had quite a few players on the agenda. Harry Kane's being mentioned as well. A player that's won the Golden Boot last couple of years, as I said. He's he made his debut for Tottenham in 2011, and for 3 years Tottenham have been fantastic. Kane's been fantastic, and Tottenham have been very, very good. And Kane's won the Golden Boot last couple of years, hit over 100 century goals now in all competitions. I think he's nearly hit 100 goals now in the Premier League. And he was a very, very good player. Premier League Player of the Month last month in September as well. Fantastic player. Definitely the best striker for me in the Premier League is Harry Kane. I think he's scored about 14-15 goals, is it, in all competitions this season so far. But I said, it did say Real Madrid have been interested in him. They may even go for him. But he has not ruled the Spurs ex out as Harry Kane, as I did suggest out to you. But if Real Madrid were to go for him in a cash-only deal, it would cost in the region of probably about maybe £200 million. In the current process. So that's partly been on Real Madrid's agenda. So now Eden Hazard's also been on Real Madrid's agenda. So basically they want to sell Bale and then get Hazard as a current replacement do Real Madrid. So Bale basically has been linked to a move to Manchester United for a lot of time now. We were interested in him during the David Moyes era, but basically the Real Madrid board have been under pressure to get rid of Bale since he's been at Real Madrid, because this is his 5th season now in the process of Real Madrid. But they've been under pressure to get rid of him, due to his injuries that he's been suffering since he's been at Real Madrid. So we know that Gareth Bale is injury prone, and he did say the other week in the press Mourinho he's not going to go for Bale, and he has no longer got an interest in going for Gareth Bale as well in the process, because I think he recently suffered a calf injury this season as well. Did Gareth Bale in the process, but he's a very, very good player when he's fully fit. He can cross the ball. His physical attributes are very, very good. He's skillful. He's quick on the ball. He's tenacious. Very, very good indeed, and he's proven it, and we know he's Premier League proven, during his 6 fantastic years with Tottenham. He made 146 appearances, scored 42 goals for Tottenham Hotspur as well. He risen up the ranks fantastically well with Southampton, as we all know. Did Gareth Bale as well, risen up the ranks for Southampton. He started as a left-back, but then since he went to Tottenham, he become more of an attacking player. Did Gareth Bale, and Welsh Footballer of the Year record 6 times, earned 60 caps. and second top scorer for Wales. I think he made his debut for Wales in 2005, was it? Or something like that, Gareth Bale. But as I said, Madrid are keen to offload him to us next summer, so that is Jose Mourinho's choice if he wants to go for him, as I said. So we will see what happens about that. And as I also updated you earlier on, didn't I, guys? I give you a bit of a transfer rumours, what was going on, you know. I'll give you a bit of transfer rumours, what was going on with Arsenal. As I said, Sanchez and Ozil, you know, coming to the end of their deals with Arsenal Football Club. But reportedly now, it's looking like this is good news for these Arsenal fans. They're finally, because they've had quite a few players on their agenda, you know, to look for replacement for Sanchez and Ozil. You know, they've had Lemar, you know, that was their main target in August. You know, they've had Draxler, they've been talks about that. But reportedly now, Arsenal have come close to finally finding their replacement for Ozil and Sanchez. As I said on my last video, Nabil Fekir from Lyon, as I said, and Arsenal are preparing to put £60 million in. It's reported in the press that Arsenal are closing in on a deal for Nabil Fekir from Lyon of £60 million. So it's saying Arsenal preparing to pay a club record fee of £60 million in January for Nabil Fekir. He's an attacking mid. He can play as a striker as well. But basically, Arsenal are looking to generate £30 million for Ozil and Sanchez in January, so they can pay the fee for Nabil Fekir. But he's saying it hasn't been fully agreed yet, but he said in the press Arsenal are close to coming to an agreement of securing Nabil Fekir for £60 million, because he can play attacking mid, he can play as a striker as well, and Arsenal paid £52 million for Lacazette in August, and he's made a big impact since he's been at Arsenal as Lacazette. And, you know, Nabil Fekir and Lacazette are looking to reunite because they were a fantastic partnership, you know, together at Lyon as well. But I think, you know, if Nabil Fekir was to go to Arsenal, dramatically improve them. You know, him and Lacazette would look a fantastic partnership because I said Nabil Fekir can play as an attacking mid, he can play as a striker. And already this season, he has hit 12 goals this season as the player already. But as I said, he looks very good. He looks skillful, compassive, tenacious, good in the air, as I said. So, and he can score goals, he can provide assists, you know, as he's proven with Lyon as well, the current player. But yes, he's been at Lyon quite a lot, you know, a lot of years. You know, he's using up the youth system as the current player. He's using up the youth system. You know, he got promoted into their senior team, Lyon's senior team in 2013 as well, did the player. In his second season there, that's when he became more of a regular in Lyon's first team as well, did the player. He made his international debut as well in 2015 for France. And also, you know, he's won the Liga Young Player of the Year as well during his second season there as well. But he looks a fantastic player. As I said, you know, he made his first team debut for them in August 2013 for Lyon, his first team debut. He scored his first competitive goal in April 2014, did the player. Somewhat's on there. Did the play, and in 2013-14 he made 17 appearances in all competitions, and then he improved in his second season during 2014-15 season. You know, he finished at 13 goals and 9 assists as well. 2015-16 he missed the majority of 2015-16, you know, due to injury, so he had to, you know, when he recovered after that, he had to try regain form back, and he did that very impressively, because last season 2016-17 he scored 10 goals. And I think got about 10 assists last season. So far this season, he's doing fantastic. You know, he's got 12 goals so far for Lyon this season, the current process. He does currently captain at Lyon as well, does the current player. So I think that'll be a fantastic replacement for Arsenal as well. Be a very good replacement for Sanchez and Ozil in Arsenal's eyes. But as I'm saying, Ozil, as I said, looking like he's going to leave Arsenal Football Club, as I said, for £30 million. Well, he said he's still 100% focused on Arsenal, but Arsenal are actually willing to sell him for £30 million in the January window. Ozil said he's still focused on Arsenal, but he did say if he's to secure a new deal with Arsenal, he was demanding Jack Wilshere's number 10 shirt. This is what Ozil had explained in the current process. But as I said, you know, it did confirm the contract talks are stalled the other week in the current process between the the club, the player and his representatives. It's also reportedly saying that he was demanding a higher wage of over 300,000. Was Mesut Ozil, and he did reportedly tell teammates he does want to join Manchester United. Does Mesut Ozil, because basically the board have notified us that we have to sell basically before we can buy in the current process, as we all know. But Ozil can create chances, can provide assists. Jose Mourinho classifies him as a fantastic number 10, as I said, in the current process. Jose Mourinho classifies him as a good number 10. He classifies him as a good number 10, and, he was in Bundesliga for 5 years. And Jose Mourinho's, keen on reuniting with Mesut Ozil, after they were fantastic together at Real Madrid. And he's out of contract next summer. He'll become a free transfer next summer if he sees out his deal and no one gets him in January. Same with Sanchez. He comes to an end of his deal next summer with Arsenal Football Club. So basically, if Arsenal can generate the £60 million in January, they can get the pursuit of Nabil Fekir, and he'll be a good replacement in Arsenal's eyes. So Ozil, I hope he does come at Man U. Maybe some Man U fans won't want to see him, but he can create chances, he can provide assists, as I said. He's fantastic with Jose Mourinho at Real Madrid. As I said, be fantastic. It's Arsenal's second most expensive signing. Arsenal paid £42.5 million from Real Madrid. Highest paid fee for a German player. Current World Cup winner, so very, very good in 2017. Confederations Cup as well, Mesut Ozil. But I'd like to see him at Manchester United, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. But he still said he's still fully committed to Arsenal, and he's still 100% focused on Arsenal as well. And then you've got Alexis Sanchez. He's going to definitely go. He's refusing to sign a new deal as well. He made his international debut in 2006. He's earned quite a lot of caps for Chile as well as Alexis Sanchez. But he basically, was demanding he wanted Champions League football, just like basically Ozil will probably want, because this is the first time in 2 decades that Arsenal have not had Champions League football. I think Sanchez wants to go. Sanchez basically was demanding a higher wage from Arsenal. I think he was demanding a higher wage increase in Paris Saint-Germain as well if he wanted to go there. Paris Saint-Germain are interested in him as well, of getting him in the mix with like Edison Cavani, Mbappe and Neymar and all that. But I still think he's going to go to Manchester City. Alexis Sanchez, everyone says, I still think he's going to go to City. Whether City, are prepared to pay 20-30 million in January for him, or, wait till he sees out his current contract and get him on a free transfer next summer. But yeah, there's been quite a few teams interested. It's also reportedly Bayern Munich have been interested in him as well. I don't think Bayern Munich will go on and get Alexis Sanchez though in the current process. But he's made over century appearances now for Arsenal Football Club. He's keen on reuniting with Pep Guardiola after they were fantastic together at Barcelona. We know he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal as Sanchez. And, Arsenal paid £35 million for him from Barcelona. He's made a fantastic impact for Arsenal. But I just think he wants to elevate to a higher level, because in his last season with Barcelona, he scored 21 goals as well. In his first season, played alongside David Villa and Messi as well, where he looked fantastically good. But yeah, very, very good player indeed. I'd like him at Manchester United because his versatility good, distinctive in his play, creative, can score goals, good at leading the lines, and he can play attacking mid, he can play on each flank as well. So his versatility is very, very good. His movement's very, very good. He establishes himself well in the Arsenal squad. But yeah, he's definitely going to go, whether it's going to be in January or next summer. But as I said, Arsenal would rather cash in for Sanchez rather than let him go free next summer. So basically now this Nabil Fekir has been mentioned, Arsenal will want to look to cash in on both players as well in the current process. And Sanchez is also an ex-under-knees player, so he's had experience of playing in Italy, he's had experience of playing in Spain. He's also been with River Plate and Coca-Cola as well as Alexis Sanchez in the current process. But yeah, I do think he's going to leave Arsenal in the current process as well. Because the main narrative was he wanted Champions League football, and that's when the rumours started. And Arsene Wenger then basically dispelled the myth, and he still had faith that Sanchez was going to see out his deal. But yeah, looks like he's going to go. I still think he'll go to City. As I said, I still think he's going to go to City. 50, 60 million pound. They could have cashed in Arsenal, but Arsenal couldn't find that replacement, as we are all aware of as well. Anything else to update you on? But City have not only got Sanchez on their agenda as well. We know Emre Can has been mentioned from Liverpool as well. Another player that is set to leave Liverpool on a free transfer next summer, as we're all aware of. He's set to leave Liverpool on a free transfer next summer, is Emre Can. Because reportedly, it did say, what did it say now? That reportedly he favours the move to Manchester City over Juventus, does Emre Can. And it did say Emre Can, he is planning out to see out his deal, and then he's actually willing to join Manchester City on a free transfer next summer, is Emre Can from Liverpool Football Club. Because we know Juventus have been heavily linked with Emre Can. Juventus have been heavily linked with him. He did classify Juventus' interest as an honour, did Emre Can in the current process. But Emre Can, is at Liverpool. This is his 4th season in the process. Liverpool have been in the process of trying to secure Emre Can a new deal. But reportedly, it did say Emre Can's representative confirmed and the player that if he is to sign a new deal, he's demanding a release clause to go in his new deal, and maybe a pay rise as well in the process. And it has confirmed Juventus have been in talks with Liverpool. Juventus have been in talks with Emre Can's representatives as well. But he still says he's fully committed to Liverpool. But now he's saying he's planning out to see his contract and make the move to Manchester City on a free transfer next summer, is Emre Can. But, Manchester City is still in the search for quite a few players, because, Emre Can, they're in search for a fullback as well, Manchester City, as we all know, because Emre Can's versatility is good, he's distinctive in his play, he can play as a fullback as well, he can play as centre-back, so his versatility will be useful for City and Pep Guardiola as well. It'd be very, very useful if he was to make the move, in City's eyes anyway, But very, very good for Germany also. And we know he's made over 100. He's made over 100 appearances now since he's been at Liverpool. He's made a massive impact for Liverpool Football Club. As I said, he risen up the ranks for Bayern Munich, and majority of his time by Bayern Munich, we know he was in the reserve team, was Emre Can. Went to Leverkusen. Liverpool just paid nearly £10 million for him from Bayer Leverkusen. So this is 4th season now in the process. So looking like City could maybe get him as well. So Sanchez is on City's agenda. City spent a lot of money on fullbacks alone as well. The other players they bought in August as well. And City is still looking to add more depth into their squad. There's Bertrand on their agenda now. He's part of the Emre Can's on agenda. Sanchez on their agenda. So, and yes, Ryan Bertrand, it says Pep Guardiola could go for Ryan Bertrand in January as well. Because Ryan Bertrand, very, very good indeed, is Ryan Bertrand, as we all know. Ryan Bertrand is a player, that spent the majority of his career with Chelsea. He began his youth career with Gillingham, and then he joined Chelsea in 2005, and he graduated from Chelsea youth system, and he was there about a decade. He's now at Southampton. I think this is his 3rd season now in the process with Southampton. Ryan Bertrand, and he joined Chelsea in 2005. For Chelsea, he made his debut in 2011 as well. He made his England senior debut in 2012 and made his Champions League debut in. He became the first player to make his Champions League debut in a final as well. Ryan Bertrand, Chelsea's success Champions League victory against Bayern Munich in the final. He made his debut then, did Ryan Bertrand. He's made over 100 appearances now, but his attacking instinct's good, he's distinct in his play, he's creative, his aggression on the ball, he's good at holding onto the ball, defence distribution good. So City have also maybe potentially may go for him as well in January. So they've still got quite a few players on their agenda of Manchester City, as we all know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yes, as I was saying, who Man United next signing could be Mesut Ozil, because it's now saying we have to sell before we can buy. Antoine Griezmann's still possible, but as I said, that's reportedly been on Barcelona's agenda as well as Antoine Griezmann as well. But reportedly, I think I disregard that Man United will go for Griezmann in January. I think Man United may wait until next summer, to go for Antoine Griezmann, because obviously we know Antoine Griezmann was our main priority target back in August. We know he was our main priority target, was Antoine Griezmann. But due to Atletico Madrid's transfer ban, we know we didn't get a deal over the line for Antoine Griezmann in the current process. We know he signed a new deal back in June 2022 with Atletico Madrid. He scored 28 goals last season, and he did estimate 6 out of 10 that he was coming to Manchester United, because I want Manchester United to get a fantastic number 7, as I said. We haven't had a good number 7 for a long time, as we all know, since we had Cristiano Ronaldo Ronaldo, and he'd fit our agenda perfectly well, would Antoine Griezmann. But he did admit he wanted to make the move to Manchester United, did Antoine Griezmann as well in the process. Estimated 6 out of 10, but he has got a release clause, but it does reduce to 89 million next summer, does Antoine Griezmann's release clause as well. It does reduce to 89 million pound next summer. But as I said, I'd love him at Manchester United. You know, he's versatility, skill player, attacking mid. You know, can play on each flank. You know, he leads the lines fantastically well as well, does Antoine Griezmann in the process. Made his senior debut for France in 2014. Very, very good for France. Very, very good in Euro 2016 as well, was Griezmann. You know, top scorer, player of the tournament. Also, you know, got France to the quarterfinals in 2014 FIFA World Cup as well. Also, was part of the squad who won the 2010 UEFA European Under-19 Championship. So he has won honours, you know, as Antoine Griezmann, a fantastic striker. As I said, in the current process, and we know he risen up the ranks with Real Sociedad. You know, he won the title with them. You know, across 5 seasons with them, he scored 52 goals in just over 2 century appearances as well. Did Antoine Griezmann. Atletico Madrid, this is his 4th season in the process. Atletico Madrid purchased him for £30 million. So he's got a lot of experience playing in Spain, but I'd like to see him come to the Premier League, if I am going to be quite honest, because there's still areas in our squad we need to improve. We still definitely need a creative winner, someone who could put a ball into the box. Definitely need someone at left back, you know, looking like Luke Shaw's going to go now. Fellaini looking like he's going to go in January as well, as I did mention in the current process. But looking like Luke Shaw's going to go, as I said, he's under contract money to 2019. It's looking like Luke Shaw's going to go. Jose Mourinho's identified quite a few left backs. Luke Shaw's going to go because he did say his career could be over with Man United after Phillip Mourinho. He made his England senior debut in 2014, where he purchased him for £29 million Southampton in 2014. And we know he's known for injuries, is Luke Shaw as well. But we know he hasn't featured in Premier League this season. It's reported out Fenerbahce are reportedly interested in him as well. They're planning to offer him an escape route. You know, there's Chelsea and Arsenal that have been monitoring and interested in him. And he did say Man United are willing to offload him for maybe £20 million January. And it would be beneficial, you know, to say for the player who's had a difficult time since he's been in Man United, hasn't had much chance to perform, and he's only played in 32 games for Manchester United as Luke Shaw. And he knows under Mourinho he's probably like 5th choice left back now is Luke Shaw in the current process. So yeah, I think his career is over in Man United, to quite honest with you. Jose Mourinho's identified quite a few replacements for Luke Shaw. Same with Marian Fellaini, you know, as I've already explained about Marian Fellaini. Reportedly Man United are willing to offload him for £8 million. So yeah, who are the replacements going to be coming in to the Manchester United squad? It'd be very, very interesting to see as well. But yeah, as I was saying, the big breaking news is about Coutinho. He's insisted he's very, very happy at Liverpool. He has no desire to leave now, you know. So he's played down the rumours with him going to Barcelona, as we all know. And I've already updated you with an Benfica. Look, Arsenal it's not fully agreed yet, but Arsenal reportedly close to agreeing a 60 million deal for Benfica. As in Arsenal's eyes, has replaced Sanchez and Ozil. He's a good player, he's attacking mid, can play as a striker. Injured during the 2015-16, so didn't have much time to form. This season, he's got 12 goals. Last season, in 2016-17, got 10 goals and 10 assists, so he's good at scoring goals. He's good at providing assists. And in the 2014-15 season, you know, he scored 13 goals and 9 assists in Liga 1. In 2013-14, you know, in his first season in the first team, you know, he made 17 appearances as well in all competitions, did the player. And he made his first team debut in August 2013. You know, scored his first competitive debut in April 2014 as well. His first competitive goal for Lyon. And he got promoted into the senior team in 2013. Did Benfica into 2013. You know, he made his international debut for France in 2015. And, you know, he risen up the ranks with the Lyon youth system fantastically well. But he came more of a regular in Lyon's first team squad in his second season with the club as well. So looking like Arsenal are going to get a deal over the line for him as well. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes, on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe to my channel as always. And take it easy, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.